Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to episode 613 of Film Bastards. Happy New Year to you all. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by...
Becky, hello everybody.
I'm Matt, hello everybody.
Hello, one and all. I am drinking an alcohol-free pre-mixed Gordon's G&T.
How's that doing?
Tastes like a G&T.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's, because tonic's quite overwhelming, so,
Yeah.
know.
If I want like a non-alcoholic, like that type of drink, I can just straight up drink tonic. And it's like you say, it's so overwhelming, that flavour, that you don't really notice.
Isn't that just a drink then?
yeah, but it just feels a bit more grown up than drinking pop.
That's fair.
Like, a bit more special.
Alright,
Pepsi drinker. But yeah.
It's got the ginniness to it, don't get me wrong, but it's like you don't have that weird kind of artificial alcohol-free beer taste kind of thing, because the tonic is so overwhelming. So works quite well. But yeah, Happy New Year, folks, and happy dry January to anybody doing it. So what have we got coming up this week? We have got the other Safety brother. Is he the better Safety? We'll find out. It's Timmy C in Marty Supreme. And we've also got fellow Oscar Bovera, the new film from Joaquin Trier, Sentimental Value. We'll also do some what we've been watching. Becky is back after her illness last time round, so I'm sure there'll be quite a bit of catch up there as well. We've got some trailers and all the usual bits and bobs. We are a Pod Syndicate podcast, so please do listen to like-minded shows such as Chinstroker vs Punter, The Rewatch Project, The Good, Bad, The Odd, Entertainment Landfill. And let's get on it. So, first off, Mark wanted to take the pulpit to address some feedback that we've recently had.
Yeah, so we get feedback. We ask for feedback. We don't ask feedback a lot, but we do ask for feedback. We get feedback.
Filmbastards@gmail.com.
Yeah, so we've had some feedback. And it is, I'm going to say, it's negative feedback. It's not about our swearing or our mumbliness or our terrible film opinions. It's about, I'm not going to say who it was from, but it is from somebody who we know sort of personally and bits like that. And so, by the way, this isn't me going to be shitty about anybody or anything like that, but I don't want to name the person because they haven't asked to be named, and I think that wouldn't be right. But it's about the fact that I've been using AI to generate images for our Instagram. To give a little bit of background, the reason why I do this is because I thought it would be fun to have little images that we could have to advertise the podcast just on Instagram, and quite frankly, I'm not very good at Photoshop, and I don't have the time to dedicate to be good at it, so I thought this would be a good little way to do it. Now, that's a little background for why I've done it. The person, a listener, that's what I'm going to say, a listener who's been a long time listener, has contacted to say he didn't like it, and it's that he's going to intimate that he's basically said he's going to stop listening because of it. The thing is, I don't want anyone to stop listening to the podcast for something that I'm doing that I could quite easily stop doing. I don't think anybody out there is scrolling around Instagram, randomly coming across these AI images that have been generated and going, I'm going to listen to that podcast because of it. So I don't think we're getting necessarily listeners for it, but I've been told that we're going to lose one, and I don't want that. So I'm going to find a new way to do the images from there. I'm not going to hand draw them because my drawing is terrible. There is actually, if you go down, there is actually an image of a Snorlax that I drew, knowing nothing about Snorlaxes. So you can have a look and see how good my drawings are on these. So that's what I'm going to say, is I'm going to say that I will stop using it, and I've taken that feedback on board there. However, what I am going to do a little bit is I'm just going to get on my high horse for a brief second and state that, and this isn't an attack on said person, this is an attack on the fact that there's a lot of pearl clutching out there about AI at the moment. And a lot of it seems to be stemming from creative fulcrums, which I kind of agree with. And I've said this to you, Bex, and I'm sure I've said it to Ian at some point, is that I'm very much look, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. People. So again, that's a reason why I've decided to look at other ways that I can do this. However, a lot of the current negativity towards AI seems to be stemming from the entertainment industry. So there's a lot coming out of movies, and there's a lot coming out of music and bits like that. And some of that is artists' visual representation or music being used without their knowledge, or people generating songs that sound like the Arctic Monkeys but are actually the Arctic Monkeys and bits like that. But the other bit of it is just AI-generated bands, AI-generated posters, AI-generated these things, and the idea is there that that's taking away from people who usually would create that and create jobs. Am I being tone deaf there, or is that a thing that's happening? That people are getting pissed off about?
Yeah.
Would we both all agree on that?
Yeah.
Right. This is the bit where I'm a little bit... by the way, I agree with that. However, I am a little bit... But there's going to be... Most industries, sadly, are going to lose people. Workers are going to lose jobs. My industry, workers are going to lose jobs because of things like AI. Because companies will use it because it's easier.
Yeah, it's once you've bought it.
And it's all of that. But that curries less favour when you're shouting about it. It curries less favour for that. You know, a prime example is, I'm guessing we all prefer to use self-checkouts.
That's not AI though, is it? That's just automation.
But somebody lost a job because of it.
Yeah.
But we all prefer... I prefer using it. I'm being hypocritical.
Oh god, yeah, fuck talking to people.
But people have lost their jobs for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But was there... Were people up in arms about it?
A lot of older people were.
No, but they still use them.
I think it's because it's a creative endeavour, isn't it? Like,
I agree with that completely. However, you've got to kind of look at a holistic argument of it if it's here to stay and these things are going to happen. I'm not using this to defend, or what is it? We're an amateur podcast that created AI images to just promote it there. So I'm not using it as that. All I'm saying is that the holistic, I'm using this as a platform to say the holistic, I won't touch anything with AI because of this, and this, is a little bit like, A, you've been incredibly naive, it's going to what is it? And B, there's an element of, but it's used sometimes because it's going to be easier, it's cheaper, etc., and bits like that. Well, Ian used to work as a projectionist there.
That's an automated job.
That's an automated job now. Digital filmmaking is there, and it's not photochemical film anymore because it's easier and it's cheaper. There's all of these things. I just think that there's a little bit of hypocrisy happening with some of this.
I think, I think when it's a manual job and it gets taken over by automation, people don't seem to fuss about it as much. Whereas when it's a creative job, and I think, playing devil's advocate for a second, I think that's what we see as a real human trait, creativity and stuff like that, and coming up with things, the thinking of it. Yeah. And AI. My argument against AI is completely different because Skynet, guys.
Yeah.
But I understand it. I do understand it. I hate the fact that AI has become so prolific. It bothers me. But, you know, it is a solid argument that automation of a lot of jobs came first and nobody...
No bad island. We all just took it. And so that's the kind of... I've seen it affect my industry quite badly in terms of for people. And I work with people. And nobody gives a shit. And there's an element... And not only does nobody give a shit, people actively want everything cheaper, faster, and what is it? And they want people to lose their jobs because it makes it cheaper. Because in the industry that I work in, it quite simply is, if you want to lower prices or you want to maximise profit, not necessarily lower prices, but you want to maximise profit, it's people. It's less people. Simply that. There's nothing else you can get rid of. It is just quite simply have less people to pay.
I have actively avoided specific supermarkets before because I know they don't have self-checkout. If they came up with some kind of concept where they just employed mute people to work on checkouts.
They actively tell people to talk.
Yeah, but it's shit. I don't want to talk
I
to
know,
people.
and I agree with you on that. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Yeah, look, I mean, we'll move on in a second, but my thoughts around this whole thing, like AI's here. It kind of is what it is. I think the cultural battle's been somewhat lost from a taking jobs point of view. I'm more worried about the shitification of the internet and content related to AI myself. But in terms of this specific feedback that we've had, I would be more bothered if we charged for this podcast and there was an argument that we could be using that money to pay an artist to make artwork. In the end of the day, Mark, fair play. You want to stop doing it, stop and do, actually do something manually. Fair dues. If I were you, I wouldn't be fucking doing that because I can't be arsed. This sounds antagonistic, but this podcast is free. If you don't want to listen to it, that's cool. Fuck off. I don't care. I record this podcast because I like talking to my friends. And if people like listening to me talk to my friends and my friends talk to me, brilliant. Could not give a fuck if someone's pissed off about the fact that we use AI for artwork. And if you've got a problem with that, cool, man. But we wouldn't be paying anybody anyway. So
no, we wouldn't.
What have you won?
We wouldn't. But I'm just, the reason I'm doing it is because I thought about it and thought, you know what? I don't want to be the reason. I don't want something that I can control, because I can't control my opinion, to be the reason why somebody stops listening. But we'll move on. It was my.
If I gave a fuck about listener numbers, I would have jacked this podcast in 5 years ago.
That's it. I'm very much. Yeah, I'm very much. I do it because I enjoy chatting movies with you people, and I enjoy the feedback we get. And again, if anyone has any feedback that isn't positive, please do get in touch with us about it. If there's anything that we say or do that pisses you off, then fine. We might say a fuck off.
I might tell you to fuck off because I don't care.
but we might go, alright, fair enough. Except, Jason, no. Right, man, you can get to fuck. You can email us all you want. You're still a prick.
I'd prefer if a difference of opinion with films and getting into debates about and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But beyond, it's stuff we say on the podcast, but how we do things. Like I say, if we still had the Patreon going, I would care.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I actually think they're mint, some of them, but get ready for some real sticky stick figures, people.
If everyone wants me to draw stick figures...
I don't think you should stop doing it. And that's not because I'm being antagonistic towards the person who gave the feedback. I genuinely don't. Nothing has been won by you stopping doing it.
But if people want me to draw stick figures for every single show, I will. Trust me. It could be quite funny.
Yeah.
I mean, just wait for the Marty Supreme's Sentimental Value stick figure one.
Mark's been talking about this stuff in one of our chats, and I've been kind of keeping my silence a little bit because I thought at some point we might talk about it on the show, and I wanted to say my piece there.
Fair.
So there we are.
Fair.
I don't think you should give it up, and whatever.
Fair enough. Right, let's get into an actual fucking show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's me. Right, trailers. So
there's been some.
Yeah, quite a lot of horror. It feels like it's the year of Hollywood going, horror seems to consistently sell, so let's do it. Did you guys see the trailer that came out today for The Undertone?
No, I didn't catch that one.
Right. Let's talk about it next week. It is, I think it's called The Undertone. It's the one I put in the boy chat.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so that trailer, I don't want to say any more until you guys have seen it, is the most, if you saw that in the cinema with no context, it would be the coolest fucking thing. If that starts playing before, like, every single horror film for the next 3 months, it is going to be so fucking boring.
Oh, like Keeper was.
Watch it.
Well, I will do. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. Okay, then we've also got Corin Hardy's new one, Whistle. So this is Daphne Keane and Nick Frost and whatnot. Did you guys see this?
I did, yes.
Yeah. Look, if it's gonna be ghosty shit and then like some like death's gonna come for them, I don't know, in like a Final Destination-y kind of way, I'm hoping. Then that could be alright, but I don't know. The trailer's alright.
It's fine, yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I was the same. I was like, it looks generic horror-y as fuck, but fine with it.
Oh, it's got the chick out of Yellow Jackets in it, hasn't it?
I don't know, because never watched Yellow Jackets.
Who's that now?
They don't wear Yellow Jackets, so I just thought, well, that fucking thing's lying to me already.
Dear me. The team is called the Yellow Jackets.
Do they wear Yellow Jackets?
Sophie Nellis.
Cool.
I mean, you're called Mark Foster. When was the last time you fostered anyone?
Exactly.
Yeah, Mark.
You fucking liar.
The cat.
No. He's our landlord.
I could have multiple foster children, just don't want them.
Yeah. She's in the Kid Detective.
I like looking at the rejection in their eyes. Just wander around and go, yeah, bring them out. And then when they come out, go, nah, I don't want it now.
Anyway, that's fucking awful. You're a horrible person. She's in the Kid Detective as well.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Nice. Another Avengers one. We don't need to talk about it.
That's the most boring one.
Yep.
Just fuck off. Is this all you've got?
That's the one that's made me most likely to see it.
Genuinely. X-Men from before the MCU that they're shoehorning into the MCU.
I like
They're
X-Men.
going to be in one scene.
It's just... I am very close to being, you know what, I'm out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, if the fourth one is just fucking Downey Jr. just turns round as Doctor Doom, which you know it's going to be, that might be the point where I go, do you know what, I just can't be arsed with this.
Yeah, no, I get that, and like I say, I'm not hyped for it because I'm not going back and doing the homework that I'd need to be able to watch it. So yeah, they've done some real damage to their brand over the last couple of years.
Yep. Okay, the death of Robin Hood. I saw a good post about this earlier on where it was like, "Wake up, babe! This decade's really boring Robin Hood film just dropped."
Right. Is there like a thing that states that there has to be a new Robin Hood movie like every 18 months?
Public domain, isn't it?
It's just... Why? No one watches them. Like, when was the last Robin Hood movie that actually made money? Did Ridley's make any money?
The Ridley Scott one probably made money, but it just like it wasn't exactly a cultural phenomenon.
I couldn't get over it. I watched it after you posted it in the boy chat, and I think Noel said, so it's Logan, but for Robin Hood then. And I was like, well, yeah, it is.
Look, I like the director, Pig, Quiet Place Day One. He's doing the Death Stranding film. I am committing to having played all of Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 before the film comes out, so wish me luck. Thankfully, I don't think that film's coming out for a good long fucking while. But Yeah, just who asked for it? Who asked for it?
Nobody. Just nobody. Just let Robin Hood go away. There was a TV series on it last year. It's constant. It's a boring story as well.
New trailer for The Rip, which just looks like a film we'll review on the next show.
Yep. It looks like a good weeknight or a Friday night. Yeah, fucking go on then.
Yep, too right. I've got one more, so I'll throw it over to
One
you
more.
guys if you've got anything else.
Got one more.
One more, cool. Okay, so personally, my trailer of the week is They Will Kill You.
Yeah, mine too.
Warner's marketing people are on fucking fire.
Yep.
What a fun trailer.
Yep. It just looks like a fun movie, to be honest. Like, came out of nowhere. It's got a really fun-looking cast and Tom Felton. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, gotta love a kid being punched in the face.
I fucking loved it.
Like the kid fucking like throwing the thing at her and turning around, just punch. She punches a few people in that trailer.
Yeah.
Every time it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm well up for it.
Just the where did you learn to fight, and it cuts to her in prison kicking the shit out of people. It's great. I really, really hope this is good. Comes out the end of March, and like that's a nice pre-summer bit of fucking filth.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Okay, so let's get on it. We're gonna warm up with some cold Scandinavian familial drama with Sentimental Value, directed and co-written by Joachim Trier, starring Renate Reinsve, Stellan Skarsgård, Inga Ibsdotter Liljas, and Elle Fanning. IMDb says an intimate exploration of family, memories, and the reconciliatory power of art. Sure. Bex.
Yes.
I don't have a handle on what your speed for this kind of film is. And, cold Scandi dramas. So, I'm intrigued to start with you and see what you thought of this.
Sorry. The trailer makes it look very, very vegetable stew. So my kind of expectations were very low going in. Just because it looks very introspective, and it's not the time of year where I want introspective. It's too depressing and cold outside. I need, big impact shit. But no, I really, really enjoyed it. I like stuff like this done well. I think it's sometimes nice to have a change of pace and watch something a bit more visceral. So I was really, really, really enjoying it until at one point I looked at how long was left, and it was like almost 40 minutes, and it's like, fucking how? Why is this film this long? And because the type of film it is, you don't expect it to be massively pacey, but at that point it kind of made me accept this is how long I have spent with this movie so far, and there is still almost 40 minutes left, and it's just too fucking long. And I think filmmakers need to... I have no issue with long films when it's earned. This didn't need to be, what is it, 2.25 hours?
Yeah. Long.
It just didn't. So that, and it kind of, the reason I kind of checked was because it had been losing me, because it gets to a point where it's just like dribbling along, and it could be significantly shorter. But look, it's a real shame, because apart from that, it's really fucking good. I do think that Skarsgård gets an, again, unearned reprieve, though. Because he's evidently just a shitbag.
And I'll just cut in there. Just I liked the film, but what you just said there, I think, is my biggest problem with it, and especially with the runtime being what it is, where I think the film is slightly high on the smell of its own farts, where it's like, we're not going to do the big blowout scene where they talk about their feelings and then they hug. He doesn't do that. He does it all in the script. And so through the film, you've got people like saying to her a few times, like, you should read this script. He wrote it for you. And then the big thing is she reads it and is just like, cut to her being in it because she was swayed by it. And like you say, he's basically gotten away with being a shit dad because he wrote something. And that just feels like, that the reconciliatory power of art. Fuck off. My dad was a shit to my mum and to me and my sister for a good long while during my youth. If he wrote a fucking letter saying, yeah, sorry, here's how I was feeling at the time and blah, 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 I don't think that would be enough. And it, considering the strength of her feeling at the start, that really did detach me. But the rest of the film, I got on with it. But Mark, go on.
I'm very much with you guys in the sense that it's saved by the fact that the three central performances in the film are really good.
3? Yeah,
the Thomas Skarsgård, Renate Reinsve, and Inga, I'm not going to try and destroy that surname, are all very good in it. Elle Fanning is there, is perfectly serviceable, but I think she does a good job in actually just being like, I mean, it's no coincidence that when we first are introduced to her, she's heavily lit up, she's heavily made up, and she's in a sparkly dress, and then the more we get through her, she's like, her literal light is toned down to the point of where, it's just, the last bit of it is literally the film saying she's a good person. She's a good person. She's not a flaky Hollywood dickhead. She's a good person. And then we don't see her again. It's saved by the fact that it's got really good performances from really charismatic screen presences. Unfortunately, the more I think about it, I gave it on after watching it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I think I'm right in giving it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. But it is on performances alone. Yeah. Because the story is weak. Is really, really weak. So what is it? I kept waiting for something to happen, and I think you said it there, Ian, is that the film almost tricks you into going, there's going to be something. It's like, and then there isn't, and you go, is that it? And then the film's kind of like hands above its own fart and says, oh yeah, there's nothing major. It's just the generalness of life. It's like, but it's a fucking 2.25 hour fucking movie. I don't want the just generalness of life that he was just a bit of a shitty absentee dad because he was too involved in his movies, which it doesn't even seem to say that's what it was. It's just that he was...
It's just fucking actresses, weren't they?
But it even skirts around that. It's just that it's non-specific absenteeism that's there. And it just feels a little bit like either the film thinks it's above anything derivative to have it be it was this or it was this, to pick a lane, or they just couldn't be asked to pick a lane, so they just drive straight down the middle and then just stop at the train station rather than stopping at a house that actually makes fucking sense. It's so... it gets to the end and you go, and I enjoyed it when I was watching it, but it gets to the end and I just go,
Oh.
was that it? Like, it was good, but I kind of expected a destination.
I
Yeah.
will say, I was a big fan of Stellan Skarsgård giving the kid Irreversible on DVD.
I literally, when you open the what is it, I would expect, that's Irreversible. And then when you look at it and it's Irreversible, the piano teacher, I was like, I mean, fair enough, but you don't give those to kids.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, cinematically, I didn't think it was doing much, whereas The Worst Person in the World had some kind of interesting sequences in it as well. So you do just have a very talky, for the most part, very dry thing about a man and two daughters, the two daughters having kind of reacted to generational trauma in different ways. And the fact that it's such an Oscar botherer, I think is quite surprising. And I'll be honest, I think it's just because Stellan Skarsgård, Elle Fanning, and Renate Reinsve are in it. If you had three equally capable actors who weren't as famous, I don't think this would have broken through.
No.
But it has, and it's good. I don't think it's as satisfying as I think the film thinks it is by the end. Like that end sequence where it's just like doing the one-er that they talked about earlier on in the film. By that time, I'm just like, dude, I get the fucking point.
Do you know what would have been better?
We're done, yes?
Do you know what would have been a better ending? If the film just ended on two sisters having a moment. And the film ended there.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit about his redemption.
Oh lol, look at him inappropriately hitting on the nurse.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, look, there's our dad doing his dad thing.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit like, I don't... there's almost a... Well, he might not be the best dad, but he is our dad, and, ha ha ha. It's just a bit...
He may be shit, but he did write that play.
There's... I just feel a little bit like... I don't know, maybe it's because this week we're reviewing two movies that I think almost give an excuse to shitty guys, and I feel like maybe we're not in the right time for that. It's just it's good, but I do feel a little bit like, yeah, but that's because it's good actors given time to just talk.
Yeah.
I maybe expect a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I expect it to be a bit more, not fun, but I expect it to have a little bit more. Often, like, Scandi stuff has little peppers of amusement within it. And this doesn't really. It is just all a bit... It ticks along. So the funniest bit is in giving the kid Irreversible. And it's like... but even that, there, is... Joaquin Trier knows that the only way that you... Because that's supposed to be a fun little moment. He knows his audience knows what those movies are. But if this was to play wide and people were to go and see it, your average Joe cinema goer was going to go and see it, which I don't think they would, but if they would, if you get what I mean, they wouldn't get that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get it. It's Irreversible and the fucking piano teacher.
No.
So, it feels a little bit like it's... it's incredibly pleased with itself.
Yeah.
Almost for what it's not doing, rather than for what it is actually fucking doing. And I almost feel a little bit like, yeah, it was good and everything like that, but... Yeah, you know, there's a quite pointed, and I'm genuinely surprised that, I mean, actually I'm not, but there's a quite pointed little digs at Netflix throughout it. And I'm fine with people having digs at Netflix a little bit with that. But there's almost a little bit like, you got funding for this and this is what you did. You know, you have a scene in the movie where you go, I'm going to do something really arty now.
Is it the Dove advert?
And Bex, like, Jordan went, when did this become a Dove advert? And it was a little bit like that. I was watching going, where's this come from?
Yeah, but the creative bits that you could pick out... Oh no, that's the other one, isn't it?
Yeah, the other one, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. It's the Dove advert.
Yeah, so it's a little bit... I don't get... You can't just slam one little bit of, like, heads merging so that I'm watching going, I get it, but it doesn't even make sense. I get what you're doing, but...
Why?
Just get on with something else.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking get on with something else.
Yeah.
But all performances are really good.
Even that little scene goes on too long, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
disappointing.
Renate Reinsve, it is a absolute fucking, like, star in the making.
Who? Sorry.
The girl who plays Nora.
Oh yeah.
Like, she's fantastic, and like gives good withering looks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, so I am looking forward to just like more of what she does.
I would love for her to tell me that I'm a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
But look, definitely not shit. It's a good film.
Oh, she's apparently in the back rooms.
Yeah. But also, I'm a little bit like, I maybe expected something that had a little bit more teeth, and this doesn't. It's very gummy.
It is very gummy.
Yeah.
But I do maintain that you shave 15 minutes, half an hour off it, it's a better film.
Possibly.
Oh, for sure.
Because you'd be forced to tighten it up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the Elle Fanning character definitely serves a purpose, and I think she's good in the role. But by the end, what's that actually done? Because she doesn't do, like, she isn't a point of conflict.
Yeah.
You know, Renate Reinsve was perfectly happy for her to play the role.
Yeah.
You know, they have that conversation and whatnot, and then by the end, it's, yeah, I don't think I'm right for this role. Yeah, you're not, but you're a good person. Well done. Yeah,
and you're a good actress. And he didn't try and fuck her.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's like 20, 25 minutes right there. You could take out, but she's perfectly decent in it, like, as well. Yeah. So, you know.
Yep. Yeah, definitely not shit, but I just will not be anywhere near any of my lists. It is a upper middle tier movie that I've watched this year.
Yeah, for sure. It won't be cropping up anywhere for me either.
Yeah, it's definitely not shit as such. It's just incredibly underwhelming.
Our audience poll. Our audience poll. Nobody voted. Not been seen that much, I don't think, then. Well, that surprised me a little bit. Thought I might have seen that.
Okay, cool. Sentimental Value in the books. Guys, what have you been watching?
Did you want to speed round some of your what is it ones, or is there a lot of Christmas stuff in there, or maybe you can talk for ages if you want, but
Let's have a look.
Because we watched a few together, haven't we, this week?
Yeah, I think the only thing I haven't watched anything of note that I'd add from what you discussed last week, to be perfectly honest.
Right,
so,
fuck it, let's get in what we watched anything. Have you watched anything solo this week?
I have not.
I have not either.
Well, Stranger Things.
You feel free if you want.
Good.
Good. Enjoyed it.
Cried.
Did you?
Yeah. It's good. The internet seems to disagree.
The internet always disagrees, though.
But yeah, I quite liked it. It was a fitting ending. The fact that people just seem really upset that not more of the main characters that you've been watching and supposedly grown to care about over the last, 10 years didn't die is wild to me.
Yeah. It is a little bit like... Yeah. I mean, I've not watched it, so I don't have any real strong opinions.
It's just... Oh, nobody died, right? Isn't that good?
I'm just imagining that like at Netflix HQ, like the day after they all got in and went, holy shit, have you seen the viewing figures for the Stranger Things finale? Mind blown, that was awesome. And then somebody sat there going, I know, what the fuck are we doing next? We've got nothing. Nobody watches any of our other shows.
But yeah, it was quite funny because I watched it day of release, not at 1 a.m. when it dropped here, but I did watch it day of release, and the Netflix kept going, oh my god, we're having problems playing this title right now, please select something else.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it was still...
Yeah. Right, so what have we watched? We watched the excuse me, a second, I caught my own throat a little bit there, the Asif Kapadi's Kane Dalglish documentary.
We did.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
It's a documentary, so you can't go too much into it. But obviously, Kane Dalglish, it covers majoritively. The film is focused mostly on his time at Liverpool. Does cover it at Celtic a little bit at the start, but runs up until when he left Liverpool. I mean, as is a Liverpool fan, and I listened to an interview with him talking about this and him saying that he'd been approached to do the film and had kept saying no. And then he was at a Liverpool game and he met Kane Dalglish and said to Kane Dalglish, I've been approached to do this film. And Kane Dalglish was a bit like, yeah, I know, but you don't want to do it. And he's like, yeah, because these are the reasons. And Kane Dalglish said, well, how would you like to do it? And he said, well, I like to do it by, I don't want you on screen. I want to talk to you, but I don't want to film it like at all. I don't like talking heads in my documentaries. I want to hear your voice, but I don't want to. What is it? And he's like, well, that sounds great. And once he said that sounds great, I was like, right, maybe I can do this then. And it's good, isn't it? I think it's if you are interested in with any documentary, I think if you are interested in the subject.
I think it was quite interesting because obviously we were approaching it from different angles in that you've been a lifelong Liverpool fan, so you know the Kenny Dalglish stuff isn't new to you, whereas I started following Liverpool when I was 15, 16, and that was all before my time, so like getting to kind of, obviously I'm aware of Kenny Dalglish, like you'd be hard pressed not to be, but I suppose getting some more meat on the bones of my knowledge was quite interesting, really.
Whereas I grew up in a house that had 3 shrines within it from my youth, didn't I? The Bruce Springsteen shrine, which was a wall of Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
A wall of Kane, and I am not over exaggerating here, people. Literally in our not living room, but our dining room, one entire wall was Bruce Springsteen stuff, and the opposite wall was Kane Dalglish there, and the other one was the living room, which was my sister.
Yeah.
But it's
the picture of you as a baby that was actually your sister.
Yeah, the one picture of me that my dad thought was a picture of you there. It was of a baby, and it was actually my sister.
But yeah, I think I guess it's I suppose I hadn't realised how good he was. I think football fans have a propensity to wax lyrical about players, but then like watching it and going, oh, actually he was really, really fucking good.
Do you know why? Because football fans of a certain age think that football started in 1992.
Yeah, true.
And they don't acknowledge the fact that it existed for like over 100 years before that. it's why constantly we get told, oh, Alan Shearer's the highest scoring Premier League scorer of all time. It's like, it's not. It's Jimmy fucking Greaves. Because football existed before 1992. What else have we watched? We watched Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Yeah, we did. This film's batshit.
Yeah. But it's fun, it's good. What I think always stands out about Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey is there's no CGI making the fucking dogs and cats' mouths move so it looks like they're talking. It's just, here's a dog looking up and a voiceover, and you go, yeah, that's the dog talking. And that is all the magic you need of cinema.
It's real animals as well.
Yeah, it's real animals, just
great.
running around, doing shit. It's incredible, and it's a journey.
Yeah.
And the only time it's not incredible is when the freaking pesky humans are on screen.
Yeah. No, it's mint. I really enjoyed it. I've never seen it before. I really enjoyed it.
We watched both Independence Day movies, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
Kind of trash panda movies this week.
We have trash panda movies a little bit, yeah. So we watched both Independence Day movies. Independence Day is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. It's too long, but that's Roland Emmerich's oeuvre, is making sure his films are too long.
I don't think this one feels too long.
Did you think that Independence Day Resurgence felt too long? Because it's like half an hour shorter.
No. I just there is a theme this week of finding films too long, and these weren't two of them. Resurgence wasn't a rewatch for me. I've not seen it before, so it was quite good fun to be watching. Like, I love disaster movies. Yeah, this kind of shit is like, what is it Ian does for like shit sippers, just like nom nom nom.
Yeah,
it is, I just really enjoyed it, and it's nice to watch a new one because we do rewatch our little stable of disaster movies quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah. Independence Day Resurgence is all right.
Yeah,
it's perfectly fine actually. It's interesting that that Roland Emmerich has basically said, yeah, I had to completely rewrite the whole thing because the original had Will Smith's character in it. And then Will Smith decided to do Suicide Squad instead. So we had to rewrite it, and he's very much like, yeah, the score is shit, it makes no sense.
No, I think it makes no sense.
I like the fact that it's just bigger, fucking nastier things.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But it's fun, I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
It served a purpose. We rewatched Daylight.
I fucking love Daylight.
You love Daylight, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daylight's cracking.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed Daylight.
I remember like a real big deal being made of Daylight when it came out because it was like really expensive.
Yeah.
For the time. This was like a 30-year-old movie and it cost $80 million.
Fair. Said to you at the end though, didn't I? I always watch this and I always assume at some point that George is going to just turn up. They're going to pull him out of the rubble and he's alive.
I still think he is, yeah, but he's not. He's dead, mate.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's so dead.
That's harsh. They didn't have to kill him.
They kill a lot of people in this movie.
I know, but they didn't have to kill him. They'd given him backstory. Normally when they give like a character's backstory.
Oh yeah, no. But this was the 90s. This wasn't the early 90s. This wasn't the nice 90s. This was like, well, we're gonna kill the guy. You mean the black guy? Yeah, I mean all the black guys in it are gonna die.
I'm actually genuinely surprised, given the fact that they killed George, that they didn't kill the dog.
No, they'll never kill the dog. There's fucking nowhere. The literal dog it gets saved over almost the hero of the story.
That is true. Yeah.
Daylight's fun. It's good. It's Stallone in his most, I would say, non-franchise approachableness, like a 12-8.
It always amuses me though when like Stallone does roles that are like everyman roles, and it's like they just don't let him take his shirt off. He's still fucking massive.
Yeah. He still looks like fucking like he looks in Demolition Man.
Yeah.
It's just there is that amusing bit of everyman. It's like, oh, look, here's an everyman mattress salesman in Jingle All the Way. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger. We better just have Phil Hartman say a line saying you can't bench press your way out of this one.
In the one where he plays like a lawyer or something and they just put glasses on him?
What?
Stallone. Or he's like a real like straight-laced cop or something like that. There's one where he's in a suit and glasses.
In suit and glasses is Tango and Cash.
Is it Tango and Cash?
Yeah, I'm thinking of,
That's fucking great, it's Tango and Cash. Which is the one where he cuts pizza with us.
Cobra.
Cobra's great as well.
That's Cobra.
Yeah. We watched The Fugitive, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
So, like, small disclosure, I have never seen The Fugitive because I cannot stay awake through it. Not that it's like that's. I'm not casting aspersions on the movie, but whenever we watch it, it seems to either be really late or I'm suffering really badly with flu in this case, and I fell asleep. It took me. Oh my god! I have thought of a film that I watched. Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh.
It took me 4 attempts to watch Wake Up Dead Man because I kept falling asleep.
Because you're not. Did you enjoy Wake Up Dead Man?
I did enjoy Wake Up Dead Man. Yeah, it's a lot better than Glass Onion. It's I don't know whether the story makes sense realistically, but I enjoyed it. Apart from
I will say, I rewatched Wake Up Dead Man because Don hadn't seen it, and it's an interesting one because I don't think the story makes sense either. Really,
no.
There's a lot of shit having to go right for their plan to even work, but I will say, watching it this time round, kind of knowing the machinations, what Ryan Johnson was actually trying to say about faith and religion kind of comes to the surface more, and it made the whole Glenn Close reveal actually quite powerful, but at the detriment of making the supporting cast seem even more fucking useless.
Yeah, it is like, let's have a lot of people here that we're not going to give anything to do. Do you know what film supporting cast do have a lot to do? The Fugitive. Tommy Lee Jones just fucking walks around just pointing at scenery he's about to fucking chew to pieces, and you love every single second of it. And then when it's not him, it's Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. The thing is, I was really enjoying it. Like, the bits of it that I saw whilst awake, I really fucking enjoyed. I need to watch it when I'm, like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Right.
You're saving the weirdest for last.
I'm saving the ones that are new watches for last.
Okay.
So, we rewatched, didn't we, was this on New Year's?
Yeah. It's a New Year's Eve movie.
A New Year's Eve movie. What did we watch, Beck?
We watched fucking Hot Tub Time Machine, guys.
We watched the masterpiece, the genuine masterpiece that is Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, we did. With our lem sips.
Yep. With our lem sips.
Fucking rocking it.
Yeah. Watching Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the first time I've watched it in a few years because we do like watching this in a hot tub, and we don't currently have our hot tub out. And we used to watch it when we used to go to the cabin, but we can't go to the cabin anymore because it's 5 minutes away from where we live.
Yeah.
So yeah, we rewatched Hot Tub Time Machine, and it's still every bit as magical as it always is.
Fucking mint.
It is an absolute stone cold masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the greatest comedy and I have been fucking 100% sincere.
Yeah.
The Chevy Chase constantly calling what's his name?
A girl.
Clark Duke a girl.
Yeah.
Which apparently really wound up Clark Duke, so he just kept doing it more. Is fantastic. The what the fuck happened to my shoe? Reaction. Great. It's just a glorious movie. And it's one of those where there are movies where where I know I like them, but I would never defend them to people. But I have a feeling that if I said, if someone said, "Oh, what are your top 5 movies of all time?" and my number 4 or 5, I went, "Oh, Hot Tub Time Machine," and they laughed. I think I wouldn't be able to stop myself from punching them on the end of the nose.
It would unironically be in your top 5.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's fair.
It's a masterpiece. Do you know what might not be a masterpiece, but we watched it anyway? Paradise Records.
Oh, I thought you were going with the other one.
No.
Go on.
So we watched a movie called Paradise Records. Ian, have you heard of the movie Paradise Records?
I think I have, I was trying to wrap my brain there, but no.
So it's a 2025 movie. It's written and directed by a rapper called Logic. And, I mean, it's got a cast, hasn't it, Bex?
Yeah.
You know, you've got. I mean, Logic is in it. He's there. Kevin Corrigan is also there. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is there for a little bit.
Briefly.
The comedian Bobby Lee is there. Ron Perlman is around. Jay and Silent Bob are in it. Martin Starr plays a character called Mike Hawk. And it's about a guy who has a record store called Paradise Records, and he's going to lose it because he's got into massive amounts of debt, partially because he insisted on constantly paying his staff all through at full salary throughout COVID.
Yeah. What a hero.
And it's just the story of like a crazy day in like the life of the record store.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they end up.
It's more a series of vignettes.
It's definitely a series of vignettes. Yeah. A long-running thing through the middle of it is the fact that the lead character, Logic, is a light-skinned black mixed race guy.
Yeah.
And so he gets really like happy when someone refers to him as being black, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" What did you think to it?
I actually really enjoyed it.
It's utter garbage, but I actually had a good time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's shit, but really fun.
Yeah.
It has no cinematic value.
No, I mean the Jay and Silent Bob bit is literally he walks out to go and score some weed. And it goes to black and white, the film. Yeah. And he walks over and he's happy to buy his weed off Jay and Silent Bob, and he's like, can't you just sell me the weed without any of this bullshit? And they're like, no, the bullshit comes with it. And he's like, fine, I'll play along. And then that happens, and then it's kind of fun.
It is fun.
I recommend it to nobody. Like, at all.
No, because I wouldn't want to be responsible for anybody watching
No.
it. Like, I can't see like people our age that are like just millennials with Gen X kind of cultural touchstones.
Yeah.
Will probably really fucking love this.
We'll probably get it, I would say.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I mean.
We'll get it. But I would say anyone born after 1985 would be a bit like,
what
the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And we watched Ruthman, the Derek Cianfrance, Channing Tatum starring film about the guy who fucking lived. It's loosely based on the story of the guy who lived in a Toys R Us for 6 months after escaping prison. Yeah. Not too much in it like this, because I know we all spoilers all the time, but it is a 2025 movie. And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a lot more. It's fun, and it is funny, but it's a lot sadder than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's deeper than...
Yeah, it's... Because I was always a little bit with the marketing, like, that doesn't look like a Derek Cianfrance movie.
Yeah.
So what's going on there? But then very quickly it was like, oh, it is. Fair enough. Go on then.
Yeah.
Tatum's really good in it. And Kirsten Dunst is very good in it. But it's got an almost melancholiness where it's getting you to just basically go, look, this guy isn't a bad dude. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But he also is a criminal, and you've kind of got a cop for that a little bit.
Yeah.
There. But I think
it's weird, actually.
What?
So, Tony Revolori is in this, and he's also Sladerer.
Yeah, he's in Paradise Records as well, isn't he? Yeah. It was our... we watched the same day as well. It was our Tony Rivioli double bill. I would recommend Ruthman to people. I think it's almost gone a little bit too much under the radar for people this year. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a stone cold banger and people need to go out and fucking see it. It's not going to be in like my top 10 of the year or anything like that. But I feel a little bit like it may be the marketing which heavily featured him with the bear on his shoulders and the glasses on made people maybe think that this was a bit more of a spoofy comedy.
Yeah.
There, and it is certainly not that.
No.
It is without ever saying it, it's basically going, this guy is on the spectrum.
Yeah, it is a bit, yeah.
And he's an army veteran who has been let down by the system.
It's not as good as Rambo, though, is it?
It's not as good as Rambo for that, no, but no film is. But it is that's what it does, but it is never sledgehammer to a walnut.
No.
With it.
It's really sweet at points, and it's really... It's really sad at points.
Yeah, it is. It's a really well played, I think, by Channing Tatum's character. Channing Tatum in it. Yeah. But that's what we watched this week.
Nice. Yeah, I need to catch up with Rude Man. Okay, yeah, got a few things this week. I'll go through them relatively quickly. So, I watched Heat. Because why not?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Nothing much to say about Heat, really. It rocks. Yeah, Heat is Heat. Also,
so occasionally, like on social media, you get these things that come out that are usually quite well put together, but it's like 8 things you didn't know about. And one of them came up, there was 8 things you didn't know about Heat, and I was like, fuck hell, nice, 8 things I didn't know about Heat. And then it got through the 8 and I was like, I think everyone knows that about Heat. Like, everybody who's watching this knows those things about Heat. If that has cropped up in my algorithm, or anyone's algorithm, they know those things about Heat.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, that's just that. Yeah, there's a lot of well-known stories about Heat on there. So yeah, Heat, and then ushered in the new year with The Hunt for Red October. Again, just an absolute banger. It it's quite long. It's over 2 hours, but I wouldn't cut a single fucking second from that film. It's all needed.
Yeah. My thing, I think, with Hunt for Red October is, yeah, it's over 2 hours, but like you say, is there a second that you don't go, oh, this is good? Yeah,
no, exactly. Just start to finish, it's just, fucking fantastic.
Best, also, absolute, last thing, just to interject, absolute fucking genius for how they get round the language thing.
Oh, yeah, no, the, kind of like, Dolly's in on the dude's mouth, he says Armageddon, come out, and because that's, but like, it's, Armageddon's the same in Russian and English. It starts Russian, ends English. It's great.
Yeah.
Really, really clever stuff. And it was good to see Scott Glenn as well, who was also in season 3 of The White Lotus, which Donna and I finished last night. Fuck that show. I'll just say, absolute fucking misery porn, but in a hotel resort.
Yeah,
just that. Yeah,
I watched the first series. I enjoyed the first series, but I from everything that everyone tells me about the third series, is that it's the same thing. Is that it ends and you just kind of go, "Was that it? Was there nothing more?"
It's just really mean spirited, and that started kind of coming in season 2. There's a death of a character at the end of season 2 that's really just fucking tragic and horrible. And then season 3 just seems to go, I'm just going to do more of that. And it's grim. I was talking to someone yesterday who said they find it escapist stuff. I don't get that, but that's cool. Anyway, right. So the roadshow version of Kingdom of Heaven, all 195 minutes of it, or 193, I should say. And the thing is, it's like people have come back on Kingdom of Heaven and actually said, you know what, it's actually really good. It's good, but this is a film that is 193 minutes long, and Eva Green's son goes from having signs of leprosy to Eva Green fucking killing him in the space of 10 minutes.
I think that's what Eva Green would do.
Probably, yeah, but it just mad. Also, it's got an absolute fucking black hole at the centre of it. That is Orlando Bloom. He's so bad in this. And he's not helped by a character arc where it's just like he has one sword fighting lesson with Liam Neeson and suddenly he's the ultimate badass knight. It's got great action, and it was made at a time where Scott actually filmed things with actors and not green screens, so it looks ace. Obviously there's some CG touch up in the backgrounds and stuff, I get it, but it's got the Gladiator visceral real feeling along with CGI used cleverly. But it has got stuff on its mind, this film. But yeah, like it spends the 193 minutes, and by the end I'm just like, I'd say you could tell it in 2.5 hours, but the theatrical version's a fucking mess. So I don't know what you do there, to be honest. But it as I said on Letterboxd, I just don't think the whole is the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
And there we are. Also in overlong, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I watched it again just to make sure. And yeah, I was right the first time. That is a bad film. The first 45 minutes or so are embarrassing, with the montage of clips, and then another montage of clips, and then another montage of clips. And then through the film, where it's referencing past things, it does flashes back to past films while someone's talking about the thing that happened in the past. It's also got shitloads of scenes where two conversations are happening in two different places and people are finishing off each other's sentences despite the fact they are in two completely different conversations. It's like Macquarie has filmed different versions of these scenes thinking that it was going to be a choose your own adventure, and sometimes you might get this person saying that, and sometimes you might get that person saying this. But no, it's because he didn't know what he was fucking doing when he was filming it. He had no idea what the story was actually going to be, and then they're just going to patch it all together into this Ethan Hunt is literally the only person who can save the world, and the only person who should save the world, because he's the only person who can be trusted with the power of the entity. It is the most liking the smell of your own farts, bullshit, bollocks, what the fuck happened filmmaking, which also has one of the best action scenes you'll ever see.
The biplane one.
The biplane. That underwater one, again, I do not get what people are talking about. That just feels like a bunch of CG and it's really dark and I can't tell what's going on. The biplane one is ace. The guy from Severance, who keeps calling him Mr., actually, in the submarine, the entire submarine cast are great. Him and Katie O'Brien and whatnot, I want a film about them. In a sub. Calling people Mr. I don't, and just with the entity as well, the whole idea of that people being converts of the entity and working for the entity. What? Why? Why? Actually, just why?
Yeah.
They should have just finished it.
And it's not a single one of them was a podcaster.
They should have finished the whole thing with Fallout.
It's the issue they have, yeah.
They were never going to reach those heights again.
No.
But they thought they were.
Yeah.
And Macquarie's will write the action and then write the story around it thing worked for Rogue Nation, and it worked for Fallout. I think he just about got away with it with Dead Reckoning. That film's not great, but it is not the what the fuck are we doing that is Final Reckoning, which is made all the worse by the fact that ostensibly they had this all as part 1 and part 2. It, as I said on Letterboxd the first time we watched this, you could tell me Macquarie had not even seen Dead Reckoning before directing Final Reckoning, and I'd believe you.
Yeah, that's fair. But I am dreading rewatching it. To be fair, I wanna, but it's nearly 3 hours long.
I'm not planning
so bad.
on ever rewatching Dead Reckoning or Final Reckoning.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I am going to mentally decide that Fallout is the last in the series and watch it up to there.
I don't think they're doing another one.
No.
It didn't make enough. I think Cruise and Macquarie both want to move on now.
Yeah.
You know, like they've managed to get away with not really talking about it since it came out, and I you know, they can't be happy with it. They can't.
No. I think they will come out at some point. Maybe not in the next film they do together, but the film after, and go, yeah, it didn't. We didn't quite have the magic of what is it.
And look, Cruise won't play second fiddle in a Mission Impossible film to anyone.
No.
So they just won't do another one now.
No. And it'll
I think we've got more chance of a new Top Gun.
Yeah.
Or the F1 Days of Thunder hybrid spin-off.
I think that's happening. That is just happening.
I just gotta want it. I want it so fucking bad. I almost stuck F1 on again the other day.
Nice.
Like, honestly, that film might now be in my top 10.
Fair.
And I was not saying that when it came out in the cinema.
It might be mine. It genuinely might be a man.
It speaks to me, man. It good. Do you know what's also good?
Ooh, go.
My last one for the week. Song Sung Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I was the youngest person in the audience for Sung Sung Blue, which was great because I think I was the oldest person in the audience for Marty Supreme. So, new film directed by Craig Brewer, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson as a real-life Neil Diamond tribute act. I'm not really intrigued for you guys to see it. This film is what the trailer is selling it as for about the first 45 minutes an hour, and then holy fucking shit does it take a turn. In the space of one scene, it turns from one film into another film, and if this came out in the mid-90s, it would be the front runner for Best Picture at the Oscars and would have made hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. This is an old school fucking melodrama with Kate Hudson putting in a shift. She is great in this. Jackman's really good as well, but yeah, she's great in this. I kind of don't want to say too much more until you guys see it, but I had a great time with this, even though all throughout you are being played like a fucking fiddle. It is just old school Hollywood melodrama stuff that you just do not see anymore. And you know, there are you know stuff's coming, but the film knows you know it, and so it's really cranking things up. And it's like something happens towards the end where I'm like, God damn it, I know exactly what's going to happen here, but fuck me, it's going to break my heart. And then it did. I will say as well, there is a sequence towards the end where Fisher Stevens is crying in the background, and it fucking broke me.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to this now. I like Craig Brewer. Craig Brewer makes really good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, and this is doing all right. It's not doing amazing, but it's doing all right. And like, if you submit to it, it's one of those you'll laugh, you'll cry, real gamut of emotions kinds of things. Like I say, I feel like they just don't make anymore. Really, I really enjoyed it.
We'll be watching it at some point in the next couple of weeks because it goes on to VOD, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
It will do. We'll talk more about it then. But yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, Song Sung Blue.
Craig Brewer's next movie is the Snoop Dogg biopic.
Yep.
Fair.
Yeah.
Who's been cast as Snoop Dogg in that then?
Don't know whether they've actually cast Snoop Dogg yet, have they?
It should just be him de-aged.
I don't think there's that much de-aging can be done. Jonathan Davis has been cast.
Okay. Cool. Good for him. Don't know who that is.
Don't know who that is. He is... Try to see if there's anything we've seen him in. He does look a little bit like... What is it? Nothing I have seen. Yeah,
Okay,
nothing
right,
I've seen.
Fine.
Oh no, he was in that Do Revenge. I believe we watched that. Yeah, that was shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. He was as one of the generic people around it.
Fair enough. Okay, Marty Supreme, here we go. Co-written and directed by Josh Safdie and starring Timmy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Zion, and Tyler the Creator, and the guy from Shark Tank in the US, Kevin O'Leary. He's the bad guy. Even though Timothy Chalamet plays a bad guy in this as well. Marty Mauser, a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness.
Not really.
I don't think he really comes back, really. Like,
I don't think it's a
Jarrett's
dream
is
no
not-
one respects either. Like, he's got people in his life that are supportive of him.
yeah, that's true. Fuck you, IMDb. Right, Marty Supreme, what do you reckon?
Right. It's very good. Josh Safdie is a very good director. He builds tension incredibly well in movies, and he gets you going incredibly well. He gets you gripped in with that. It's like, I think a lot of sort of movies that have been sort of made by post Tarantino, Paul Thomas Anderson filmmakers, people who grew up on those, but also as well had that, because they had those and they had the movies made in the 70s, have grown up around all of that auteur cinema. It's, let's throw fucking loads at the screen. Let's just have fucking so much Boogie Night style going on, where you're just watching it going, holy shit. There's, you know, if you find he gets a fucking dog that he's got to take to the fucking vet, and then the dog gets fucking lost, and then fucking, what's his name, a magician fucking finds him, and then there's a shootout between Abel Ferrara's a fucking gang. Just too much going on. There's all this going on. And it's great. My issue is that for some reason we spend all this time with an absolute piece of shit, which is fine, but then he gets to win at the end. And I didn't want that. And I was watching the game going, God, I hope he loses this game. If he doesn't lose this game, I think the movie might have lost me. Because it's almost like he's mentally justified for all of the things he's done, and he shouldn't be. And then they try and have this really quite, because he goes back, and almost this soft redemption. And I just, it lost me a little bit there, because he's such an unmitigated prick throughout it all that I
think they present him, though, as he's not a malicious prick. He's just incredibly self-absorbed.
Yeah, but
like, nothing else is fucking important.
But then it's justified at the end.
Well,
He gets his justification for it at the end.
But that's what I'm trying to say is they don't present him as like an evil character. He's not a bad guy in the sense that he wants to do bad things. He just wants what he wants and he doesn't actually.
But he's willing to do whatever he wants. He's willing to fuck over whoever he wants and ruin anybody else's life to get to his purpose because he has a purpose and then he fulfills that purpose.
Yeah, I actually wholeheartedly disagree with your thing about there's all this stuff going on and it's great. It's not. It's fucking shit. There's all this stuff going on. Shit. It tries to be about all these things. Tries to be about so many things that it ends up being about fucking nothing. It's so shallow because there's too many things going on for it to delve with any depth into any of them. It's just he's great in it. He's very good in it. It's a good performance. The film's shit.
Oh. Didn't expect that.
The more I've kind of sat on it, the more I'm like, if it had been about a couple of those things, if it had been about fucking table tennis, I'd have even taken that. But it isn't. The trailer presents it as being very much about his journey within the table tennis sphere. It isn't. It is at the beginning and the end. The middle is not. If it had even been a quest to get this dog to the vet after his game and then retrieve it once it escaped, I'd have been alright with that. But it isn't. It's sort of about all these things, but not really.
It's an interesting one because when I came out of it, I was like, that was fucking amazing. I loved that. And now I'm about a week removed, and I don't remember all that much about it.
Yeah.
What, like, the kind of the revelation that Marty has at the end, it you know, the whole kind of like looking at his kid thing and then it's like, all right, this is my focus now, or at least I think that's what you're supposed to get from it. Does, like Mark was saying, it kind of feels like redemption that's not necessarily earned through the course of the film. Like, he is a bell end. Some of the stuff that he says is, like, reprehensible, and he knows it. Like, the thing that he says about the Holocaust to those journalists. And it's just like, he knows what he's doing there. And it feels like a dog chasing his tail, which I think is kind of the point, where the ping pong's like a through line through it, but there's just a bunch of other shit is scattershot through it as well. So like Gwyneth Paltrow's there, then she's not, and then there's a dog, and then there's not, and then Gwyneth Paltrow's back, and then she's not, and Odessa Rezion's pregnant, and okay, we'll just put her to the side for a bit, and it just cycles through all this stuff with kind of like uncut gems-y kind of energy. But to your point, Bex, the more I think about it, the more it's pretty shallow. What was it really about at the end? It was this dickhead young guy who basically gets fucked over by the world, and by the end of the film has gone, right, I've been irresponsible, and now I'm going to have to be responsible for this little guy.
He doesn't really get fucked over by the world, though, does he? Like,
it's all his own making.
His uncle fucks him over a little bit. Is that his uncle?
No, that's the Gwyneth Paltrow's husband.
Well, not really. He quite rightly has some feelings about the way that he fucking spoke to him. He creates that situation himself. The only person really that kind of fucks him over is his uncle not giving him that money in the beginning. Then he goes and plays a table tennis game and loses. But because he isn't as good as the other guy.
But even even that, you spent enough time with the character, you could look at it and go, did his uncle promise him that money?
Well, yeah, true. Even him being as unlikable as he is, I could have accepted that because they do unlikable well. Like, in this film, it's done really well, and like in a lot of films, likable. In a lot of films, that can kind of ruin it, but it doesn't with this. His unlikability is you still kind of want to see how that pans out.
Yeah, I wanted to see how it panned out. I didn't want, but I turned on you, didn't I, when we were watching it, and said, God, I hope he fucking loses again.
Yeah. I just it's the PC plot for me that just ruined it. The best thing about this movie was the look who's talking opening credits.
Yeah, that was wild. Even though also just a massive spoiler. Even though I've seen people online saying like, well, it doesn't necessarily mean it's his kid. And it's just like... I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah,
it
does.
yeah. I don't know. It's interesting because him winning that match means nothing to anyone but him.
Yeah, it's,
like,
it's a exhibition, isn't it?
Completely spheric victory. Like, yeah, okay, he beat that guy fair and square. He's not going to advance in the competition. He's not going to win any money from it or anything. Like, he manages to get home basically because those GIs in the crowd were like supporting him and then basically gave him a lift home. But now he's come home to, like, you know, no money. He's got this kid now. He says to Odessa Zion, like, I'm staying here, don't worry. And now it's like that part of his life is over, and now he's going to move on. And it's interesting because apparently they shot an alternative ending to this, where it's Marty as a granddad with his grandkids at a Tears for Fears concert, and that's why Everyone Wants to Rule the World is playing. And you know, so it's just, but then it's like, what is this film actually trying to say? It's this guy who does a bunch of this crazy shit, like, then apparently gets confronted by a vampire, like that Kevin O'Leary speech.
Yeah.
I was born in 1601 and I'm a vampire, you know, and it's like, what?
Yeah, is he just batshit, or is that true?
I mean, yeah, who knows? And I'm sure Safdie, like, is probably just like, well, who knows? You know, but it...
My feeling there would be a Safdie would be, you, because you fucking wrote it.
Well, yeah. But, you know, I don't know, just by the end, you've got that ending, and it's like, alright, maybe he's going to learn to be a better person now, but the only actual evidence you have of that is him literally crying at seeing his son in the last shot of the film. There has been nothing else in the film leading up to that point to say he's actually going to do better.
No. And he is... There's frequent bits in the film, and this is definitely Safdie's filmmaking, it's there intentionally, where someone says something to him, and he does something that reacts to it, and then says, no, you didn't say that to me. And they're going, yeah, I did. And there's frequent bits within that. He has no sense of responsibility. And then the end of it is he finally takes responsibility for something.
There's nothing necessarily to suggest that after that emotional moment he's not going to just continue being...
Well, also the next bit there is that a good thing? Like, that he's decided, yeah, I'm going to be this kid's dad. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a good idea. They don't seem like they're going to make a great pair of parents.
No.
It's... Like I say, it's good. A filmmaking bit, it's brilliant. It looks great. I think the accent's great.
Sounds great.
It sounds great. I do think there's a little element of, hey, it's this guy, and now 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 it's this guy. But not as in, oh, I know most people aren't going to recognise these people, but look, and then 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 look. There's a little bit of that within it, which feels a little bit...
Circle jerky.
But why? But also, I kind of enjoyed it. Having, like you say, Abel Farah in it is...
Nom.
Is quite... Yeah, there is that. And, you know, going to things like, you know, Penn from Penn and Teller are in it. Sandra Bernhardt is in it. Our boy Fred's there. David Mamet fucking turns up at one point. There's a lot of these little bits that, you know, which almost feels a little bit like a little bit, not even Criterion Collection Easter eggs, but somewhere Vinegar Syndrome Easter eggs within it, which I think that if it was somebody else and it was other people, we might find a little bit insufferable. but it's not. It's kind of cool, which also feels a little bit like we've been a little bit disingenuous. The thing is, I could see myself watching it again, but like one at a time, and then either going, do you know what, I'm fine with it this time, or going, no, fuck off. But it's really good filmmaking.
But it's shit storytelling.
But I don't think there's that much story there.
Exactly.
It's just follow this prick and his wild adventures that he gets in. But every adventure is almost designed to make him come out worse from it. It's odd duck of a movie, but it's very good. But I am also a little bit disappointed.
I'm really disappointed, and I think that's maybe why I feel more harshly towards it. I was really looking forward to this, and it's nothing, basically.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Also, as well, I don't think he's charismatic enough. The character, he's charismatic enough to get away with all of the things that he does, to get all the people on side. I think there's a charisma there, and he's driven, etc., and all these things. I don't think that necessarily the film ever at any point gets you to go, he's charismatic enough to talk an aging starlet into bed.
Serious question.
What?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the best moustache that Timothy Chalamet can grow?
Yeah.
Or that it's intentionally shit?
I don't think it's the best one he can grow.
I think it's the best one he can grow. Yeah.
It's got some real small dick energy as that fucking moustache.
Right, I like Timothy Chalamet. I've liked him pretty much anything I've seen him in. I do think there's going to be at some point like somebody is like a grandmother at some point in 30 or 40 years time is going to be showing her granddaughter like a book of some description or something like that, and it's going to point she's going to show who's that, and going, that's Timothy Chalamet. God, he was hot at the time, and everybody's going to go, really? Like, he's the heartthrob of the time. And a lot of it is just charisma, and that's kind of quite fucking cool. But that makes you go, that explains why someone like Julia Roberts at the time got married to Lyle Lovett. It's charisma. Carries a lot. And it's such a weird thing, and I'm kind of all for it, but I was watching it going, I'm not sure how he's talking all of these women into bed. I'm not sure the film. It's all charisma seems to have happened off screen.
Yeah.
Because it's all manic and all me.
Yeah.
There's an element of he is the character. It's set in the 50s, post-war America, before the post-war America recovery. So it's set in the early 50s. But the character has an awful lot of modern guys sensibilities. In the I'm a dream and I'm going to what is it? It wouldn't surprise me if at any point that fucking Marty at some point goes, no, I don't have normal days. I don't see days as 24 hours. I break it down to 3 days. 3 days over that. So I'm not sleeping at these times. Just because you say day 24 hours, I don't have it. Each day for me is 3 days. So I'm living 3 lives while you're living 1. I read 18 books at triple speed. What you read them or you listen to them, 18, I read them all. Just flip through the fucking page and I pick up the words that mean something to me. And then I'm done. And then I've already had 3 fucking days when you've had 1 before you've woken up and had breakfast. And I drink bone broth.
Is this what people in the Manosphere talk about?
Yeah, he's a very Manosphere character. And that kind of kept going, yeah, you're very much I will believe these things into being real because I am the only person that cares about me.
He'd be like a top 1% LinkedIn poster.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Would he describe himself as an alpha?
No, he'd be beyond that. He'd be
Yeah.
a Sigma.
A Sigma. That's the next one, isn't it?
Yeah, he.
Is that what Sigma is?
Yeah, it's people who believe that they're beyond Alpha. They're the yeah. Don't let's not stink just in case that actually comes up in keywords on our podcast somewhere.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We don't want that.
No.
It's definitely not shit. I do want to watch it again, but I am going to be honest and say that I am a little bit disappointed. But if he'd have lost the game and the last bit would have been him still losing and been all that, but still been a fucking not been able to beat that guy, then I would have probably given it 5 out of 5.
Yeah, definitely not shit, but it's definitely the effect has worn off, and I actually can't see myself watching it again, which says something.
It's touch and cloth for me. The plot lets it down so badly that the performances and all the filmmaking and cinema of it can't redeem it.
That's fair. We have a question. This week, but I need to find it. There we go. Dylan, based on the already notorious scene from Sentimental Value, what films do you wish you had been given as a kid, explicit or not? What film do you wish you watched as a kid? Maybe that you've watched later on.
What, that was like out when you were kids?
I think it's got to be out when you were kids, yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Hunt for Red October.
You see, weirdly, I had The Hunt for Red October on VHS, and I don't know why. So I watched that quite a bit as a kid.
Daylight, so I could have had longer with it.
Really? Because I had Daylight, and I saw Daylight in the cinema.
Who'd you go with?
I went on my own.
We've not done that one in a while.
No.
I went on my own. I actually saw Daylight in the cinema 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, each time on my own.
Wow.
Yep.
You're so cool.
I am. I don't care. I was.
Special guy.
I actually don't know, because I think there's a lot of films that I watch now and I'm like, I love this, but I know I love it because I watched it at the right age. Like if I was watching it for the first time now, I probably wouldn't. And I can't think of, maybe Time Bandits.
Time Bandits, really?
Because like I don't have the nostalgia connection with Time Bandits that I would like to have. I really like Time Bandits, but I think I'd love it had I watched it younger.
I will throw Princess Bride into that though.
Oh, see, I watched Princess Bride a lot.
Didn't, and I don't get on with the Princess Bride.
I fucking love the Princess Bride.
Yeah, so I don't get on with that, but...
You were incorrect, you know.
But I don't think I watched that till I was about 17, 18. If I'd watched it maybe when I was like 8, I might have had that kind of connection with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I had Rambo First Blood Part 2 on
Princess
VHS.
Bride is fucking mint.
I bought from Tesco.
Jesus.
Forefront.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a load of people, a load of probably guys, let's be honest, who grew up in the late 80s, early 90s in Britain right now that when I mentioned Forefront just went, oh my fucking god, Forefront.
The fuck's Forefront?
Forefront was a video distribution company, right? All of their sleeves basically had a picture of the poster, but the rest of like the outline, it was framed in gold. Ooh. Yeah, fucking cool.
Sick.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Forefront Forefront did some great fucking movies. Yeah, and I remember buying Rambo First Blood Part 2 from Tesco and literally buying it myself. And then it wasn't until I got home that I was like, this is a 15.
Yeah.
I was like probably like 9 at the time. That is how little a shit people gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time I'm going to show you like the Forefront there. That's the Forefront for RoboCop. And they were all like that, just gold, and then the poster in the middle.
You had these?
I had loads of them, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
As part of your video collection.
Yeah, fucking... the Labyrinth one there as well. Yeah, but like, if you don't know what Forefront is, guys, just Google Forefront videos, click on the images, and you'll see it. it was Arrow before there was Arrow.
Fair.
It was cool. Yeah.
What a disappointing week, though. Like,
What disappointing?
unearned redemption. Overlong stories of unearned redemption is the theme of the week.
Yeah. It's guys will always let guys get away with things in cinema.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I just want some nice, wholesome fucking horror in my life now.
Well, what have we got on the next show? So, we are not recording next week, but are recording next weekend. So, we've made a joint decision that none of us can be asked to go watch Hamlet. So, you're not going to need to hear us probably not like Chloe Zhao's new film all that much. So, instead, it's Wednesday the 7th today as we speak. We are going to record on Saturday the 18th, Sunday the 18th even, and we are going to be covering 28 years later, The Bone Temple, and Joe Carnahan's new one, The Rip. So, yeah, little bit of a wait in between shows, but it's going to be a banger.
And we're doing our end of year show, aren't we, at the end of January?
Yeah, I think, like maybe like the show after the next one or something towards the end of January. That's right.
Yeah, so if you're waiting for our end of year show, it's that, because we do it when we want to fucking do it. And we want to watch some more movies.
We're waiting for a specific movie.
We are waiting for a specific movie, yes.
We are, yes. Okay, cool. So that will do it. Thank you very much for listening, folks. Unless you don't like AI artwork, no, I'm going to stop that. So, thank you very much for your time, Becky.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you very much for your time, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ian.
And thank you very much for your time, listener.
Thank you very
Good
much.
night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.